What's up guys, my name is Doug. Welcome to the channel. If you are new, welcome back. If you are not new, today we are finally going to be listening to Lil Uzi vs. the World. I actually don't think I have heard any of these tracks, looking at the track list right now. Oh no, I have. You know, I mentioned in that last video I did of Lil Uzi's latest two tracks that, you know, I've never listened to a full Uzi project. I've always gone through and picked and chosen a couple of songs from here and from there, and I've listened to a lot of his stuff, just never an entire project all the way through, so that's what I'm going to be doing here today. A lot of you guys have recommended this project to me as the one that got you guys into his music, so I'm expecting something really interesting to listen to here. I'm expecting some catchy songs, some great vibes, some explosive, awesome beats, and I'm really excited to be listening to this today. So we're gonna get right into it. Before we do that though, I'd appreciate it if you guys would follow me on my social media and consider supporting this channel on Patreon so that I can continue to upload this content full-time for you guys. It would really help me to increase the amount of videos that I produce and the quality of the videos that I produce. I really appreciate you all so much for the support so far on this channel. All my patrons, thank you all so much. I love all of you guys. With that being said, let's just hop right into this. The first track is Canadian Goose, and this is Lil Uzi vs. the World. Let's get right into it.
Tastes like my bitch ass. Damn. All I do is think about the cash. Lil Uzi, ooh, I got hella groups. Smoking back. 990, that's the news, yeah. Smoke that, hold it up, I load it up. All these diamonds, ain't nobody got it. Okay, yeah, diamonds so cold, need some soup. Running a what? Yeah.
Are those strings in the background?
I just cut me a Mewtwo. Yeah, I got this so I barely can walk. Yeah, alright. Diamond shot in the dark. Yeah, when I walk in, know that I move the racks. Yeah. But it's still my shit all on my fans. Yeah.
Yo, what a way to start this project off, dude. I don't know what that sound was that was in the background. It sounds like a harp that was being plucked really quickly, and it was arpeggiated, but man, it sounds amazing, dude. It sounds amazing, and the beat goes insane. His energy is on 10, dude, and his manipulation of the auto-tune to create that vibe is just, it's so sick. I love how melodic Lil Uzi is, and the melodies that he sings are always so catchy, and they always fit so well with the beat. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the hell out of that. That was dope. Next is High Roller. I think I've heard this one, I'm not sure. I recognize this sound. If I have heard it, I don't remember it.
Wake up, getting out of jet, yeah. Pull up and ride. What? Yeah, you know I'm a high roller. Yeah. Driving like I stole. Double park, bitch, you yeah.
Yo, that synth is crazy, dude.
I saw young, I go fuck on your knees. Yeah. Walk on your knees. I put Louis V, that's in my wrist. Ferragamo, that's all on my wrist.
Flex, bro.
Yeah. Keep it around. I swear that girl's your gym.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I am on everybody can. Just don't give a kiss. Yeah. Boy, you hate cause you can't leave. I ain't no swing, girl, you gon' lose me. Yeah. More swing, more swing.
Yo, again, the energy is insane. That synth, that main synth that creates that main melody is crazy, dude. So energetic. The beat is slower than the first track, but he still manages to make it so energetic. The bass is insane. It's aggressive. It's distorted. It's catchy. You know, he goes off on his verses, albeit for a little too long, in my opinion, but I mean, the vibe is just, it's insane, you know. The vibe to this is insane. It's all about how the music makes you feel, and this one kind of makes me feel like I'm invincible, bro, seriously. So that's a great track. Next track is Money Longer, which I have heard, and as my policy is on this channel, I don't react to songs I've already heard, because that wouldn't be genuine. So we're going to be skipping Money Longer. It's one of his biggest songs. Honestly, if you haven't heard it at this point, you should. Who doesn't love Money Longer? You know, my review of it is that it's a great track with great vibes in true Lil Uzi fashion. So we're going to be skipping on to Grab the Wheel.
When I'm in DC, they call me mom. Yeah. Looking at that girl, I really should. Days I'm getting money, I don't worry. All my enemies and my bitch on fleek. Yeah. I don't wanna play no more.
This is wavy, dude.
I'm alright, go watch it like a song. Yeah. Lil Uzi a beast, yeah. Wait no more. Ay, rockin' I don't know. Like I'm only 21, I don't know. I was just at home, Now I'm gadget cold up and I know that ain't no boogie. Yeah, and I swear it is my time.
So the vibe to this one, man, is just—it's so great. It's so wavy. It's awesome for you to get lost to, you know, in your thoughts and to just put on and drift off to. And it's got that hypnotizing quality where it goes on for so long that you just kind of get lost in the instrumentals and you just start thinking about different things and you're not even really listening to or caring about what he's saying. You're just lost in the music, and that's something that I always appreciate when music can do that for me. So I love that track as well. I think that the vibe is great. It's super wavy. And next track is You Was Right. Okay. I've heard this too. We'll let it play for a little bit.
Hit it from the back, watch a nigga bless you.
Hey.
Crying in my arms like a nigga wrecked you. Say we ain't got no.
This is dope, man. Yeah, so I let that ride a little bit just because that Metro Boomin production is too smooth, bro, and it knocks too hard. But yeah, again, it's a song that is different from all the other ones, but has the same effect where it's super wavy and you can easily, very, very easily get lost in the instrumentals and get lost in the vibe that he creates. But it sounds different enough from the other songs that it keeps you interested in the project and in the album. And yeah, it's phenomenal the way that he's able to do that. Baby, Are You Home?
Yeah, she call my phone. Ask me when I'm home. Baby, is you home?
Metro Boomin, bro.
You know why you test my phone. Baby, are you home? Baby, are you home? Baby, I don't got no money, that's a lie. With the bloody appeal of the guy. You a rock star now, my truck.
Yo, those bells in the background, bro. Metro Boomin is doing his thing.
Diamonds at night. Girl, you know I'm like this.
Metro, dude. This beat is crazy, bro. It's so simple and easy to sing along to, bro. That's what I love about it. Metro Boomin, man. Is there anything else really to say? Of course Lil Uzi does his thing on this, but man, this beat by Metro Boomin is too tremendous, bro. The bells in the background, the different basses that he uses, the drum rolls, you know, just it's awesome. It's awesome. P's and Q's. That main synth is nice, dude.
He ain't got no money, She got a nigga, fuck with my baby, I swear that nigga gon' bleed. Yeah, so that could happen to me, yeah. Bring that girl to the big league, yeah. Down in South like.
Yo, this is smooth, man.
Now your girl with me. Love to y'all. Somebody mine. Yeah, to y'all. Lambo, that bitch raw. Tell my girl that.
Yo, this is absolutely an anthem. It's a banger. When he gets into that that moment in the track when he's just vocalizing and you can't understand what he's saying, but you just want to scream along with him, you know, that's the point where you realize, man, this is something special. You know, this is gonna go crazy. It shows this is gonna go crazy with any crowd of any size at all. It's a banger, dude, and it's interesting to listen to. That main synth is just so creative. It almost sounds like an accordion, and you don't really hear instruments that sound like that in trap music nowadays, or ever really, you know, like who uses a sound like that for a trap song. You almost think that it's not going to work, but when you get an artist like Lil Uzi who knows how to create the vibe with his vocals, it works. It works, and it knocks, and it's insanely fun to vibe to and to just listen to, and it's a great track, man. Next track is Team Rocket.
Girl, you too late, yeah. You ain't got no taste, yeah. Money in the way, yeah. Give me some as I count. What you want, watch me just count. Guns, so little nigga know you cannot lie. Oh no, oh, you cannot get out my face. Diamonds on my teeth, don't take, yeah. I can't close my safe, yeah.
Yo, this sounds great, man.
Talking that shit got your face don't lie. Yeah, could've done it just like 20 so. I brought you back.
You know, when he goes into his vocalizing portions of the track where he's just basically singing and not really saying anything, it amazes me the influence that people like Kid Cudi and Kanye West have on this generation of artists, because honestly, without Kid Cudi and Kanye West and projects like 808s and Heartbreak and Man on the Moon 1 and 2 and, you know, things like that, this whole genre, this whole subgenre of music really wouldn't exist the way that it does today, and it wouldn't be as big and as mainstream as it is today. And it is just incredible to me how good it sounds, even though there's no lyrics, even though he's just humming and singing on a track, and how enjoyable it is to listen to, even though the lyrics don't mean anything. And it's all about how wavy the track is, and it's all about the vibe. And it is incredible to me that in hip-hop, there is now a subgenre where lyrics don't matter. And I think that, you know, that's great. I love that art is about expression and self-expression, and it's all in the eye of the beholder, and it's all subjective. And I think it is incredible that in hip-hop, where lyricism is such an important element, and people who write their own songs are so respected, there is a subgenre where lyrics don't matter. And I love that about this, and I love that Lil Uzi is able to shine so brightly in that subgenre because of how talented he is. And I love that there is a lane for artists like him, because music like this just is so awesome to zone out to. It's so awesome to relax to. It's so awesome to just vibe out to. And you can't really do that as well with lyrical hip-hop, because you're trying to focus on bars and you're trying to dissect what they're saying and you're trying to focus on their wordplay, and it's just different levels of enjoyment for different occasions, you know? But I personally I love this. The last track on this is Scott and Ramona. And please don't think that just because I mentioned Kid Cudi and Kanye West that there aren't other artists that influence these guys. You know, I mean, hugely influential artists to people like Lil Uzi, Young Thug, Travis Scott, the Migos. You know, they're all people that create this same lane of music, more or less. And again, I want to give credit where it's due. I don't just want to seem like I only credit Kanye West and Kid Cudi, although they were two pioneers before anybody else really did it. Chief Keef as well. Chief Keef as well.
I spent on her, I make it back. When I'm not around, I don't know what she's saying. She say just right around.
I love that it mellows out the more you get into the project. The longer that it goes on for, the tracks get a little more mellow. He gets a little more introspective. On this last track, it really seems like he's reflecting on how far he's made it and how his friends and his family starting to think that he's famous and how good that feels, and really reflecting on how far he's come. And you know, it's a really great feeling track. It's some feel-good music, and I personally really enjoyed that last track as well. And I love how slow it is and how emotional it really sounds in his delivery and in his performance. Let's talk about this project. So Lil Uzi versus the World is fantastic. I really thoroughly enjoyed every single track on this project for multiple different reasons. You know, on one part we have the vibe and the waviness of the tracks and the way that the tracks make me feel, and how relaxing they are to listen to, and also how energetic they are to listen to. And on the other half, we have the fact that I personally, when I listen to this, am reminded of how awesome it is that music like this has a place in hip-hop, and how awesome it is that music like this is on the rise and becoming more and more mainstream. And just reflecting on how cool it is that hip-hop is so vast now, and how cool it is that there's just so many different subgenres, and how open people have been to accepting different subgenres. Listening to this made me reflect on that. And so personally, this project really is eye-opening, and it makes me feel good, and it makes me happy, and it makes me vibe out and close my eyes and just get lost in the instrumentals, you know. And you hear passion and emotion in his voice and in his delivery and in his performance, and you hear energy and you feel it with him, and you really just can't help but want to scream the lyrics out loud as you can, and just go to one of his concerts and just vibe out with tons of other people around you enjoying the same music, you know. Lil Uzi has a knack. He has a really great talent for creating awesome vibes. And that's definitely what I got with this project, and it's an extremely enjoyable listen. And if anybody hasn't heard this, I definitely recommend you go hear it. It is a top tier project from Lil Uzi Vert. Thank you all so much to everybody who recommended this to me. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We would love to have you. We're all about coming up and bringing other people with us, and if you're about that too, then you might as well join the family. Follow me on my social media, and definitely consider supporting this channel on Patreon so that I can continue to make this content for you guys. I've got lots of great ideas. I've got lots of cool videos coming out. Definitely more Lil Uzi Vert content coming soon. And yeah, I'll see you all in the video very soon. Till then, stay safe. Peace.